Hello everyone, welcome to Cheri Voyage. Today we're going to be going over a brand that I've never tried before, and that is Olivia Palermo. So let's go ahead and jump into these swatches, and then I will head into the look, and then I will finish with a mini review. Let's get started. I've been wanting to try out Olivia Palermo's brand for some time. Her brand showed up in my Instagram feed and it just looked visually stunning. The colors look lovely, the packaging looked lovely. So I thought, I'm gonna go ahead and try a few of her pieces. I did go on YouTube to try to track down other reviews. There wasn't as many as I was hoping there'd be. So I thought, well, it's gonna be a great opportunity to not only try it, but for those of you who are out there who maybe been looking for some reviews, that's what I'm gonna go over today with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into Olivia Palermo's brand. I do wanna briefly mention that the shipping took quite a long time, and other content creators and reviewers that I looked into stated the same thing. So expect at least a little over 2 weeks to get the product in. So I have not tried any of these products on. I just opened them up and peeked inside to see what they look like. I definitely wanted to try them on with you guys today. So her branding is gold and this really beautiful kind of deep green color. And briefly, if by some chance Olivia Palermo's brand or company is watching this, I am requesting that you please don't use so much bubble wrap. There's so many better alternatives out there for packaging. So just a little note. So right off, this product really intrigued me. This was the Primetime Illuminating Serum. It says that this dual-purpose lilac-hued serum acts as both a high-performance primer and radiance booster. Multifunctional elements and ultra-fine reflective pigments deliver a translucent luminosity, while the peptide-rich formula energizes the skin. Hyaluronic acid nourishes the skin with added moisture, creating a perfect canvas for makeup with a natural glow and dewy look. Now, I didn't try it on under my makeup today. I already have, my foundation on and my concealer and all that, which I will link down below for those of you who are interested in what I'm wearing today. But I didn't try it on because I wanted to show you guys the formula on camera. So what I'm gonna do is try some on the back of my hands, but I'm also going to touch spot it a little on top of my makeup because I love to put illuminating serums on top of my makeup, believe it or not, because I find that it just gives a nice, beautiful, dewy glow to the skin. So it comes in a beautiful glass bottle. I absolutely love the colors. They're really gorgeous. The packaging feels very substantial, very luxe, just has a nice overall feel to it. I'm going to take a little swatch here and just kind of blend it in. So I left the swatch here so that you guys could see the color. It definitely has a lilac type of hue to it. It's almost kind of like a bluish purple. And here is it all around my hand blended in. It doesn't feel heavy, but I can definitely feel it, which isn't my favorite, but I love the finish. So I'm hoping that it, kind of dries into the skin after a little while. I'm gonna actually take a little bit of this and just put it around my face here. Now it does say to mix the product well before use. A bit more here. I'm gonna go a little on my chin and a little down my nose. It smells really, really nice. It's like a light kind of floral jasmine scent. It's really pretty, not a typical scent. It smells clean and just really elegant. It doesn't have the typical rose scent to it, but not overpowering for those of you who have a scent aversion. I love this on top of makeup. I'm just curious how it's going to feel, like I said, under makeup with makeup on top. So I'll do another video trying this out and let you guys know what I think of it with the foundation underneath, as I am right now putting it on top of foundation to see at least what the color looks like and how the texture sits on the skin. All right, so this has been sitting on my hand for a good 5 minutes now, and it is setting into the skin better than what I thought. I was worried that it was going to just sit on the top layer and feel heavy and sticky. It is drying down a bit, but it is leaving that beautiful illuminating sheen on the skin still, which I love. Isn't that pretty, you guys? Can you imagine just this with like a cream blush, a light gloss, curl your lashes, and you just look like, what I love is that workout kind of glow that you get from after a good workout. Let's go ahead and try these eyeshadows and this lipstick on now. Next, we have Olivia's Au Natural eyeshadow palette, and it states that it's a curated palette of luxurious eyeshadows inspired by Olivia's travels and elements of nature, in a range of finishes for stylish and iconic everyday eye looks. So here is the eyeshadow palette. Beautiful, beautiful packaging. It feels like there's a weight underneath here. It is that heavy, really gorgeous packaging. All right, let's go over the colors. We have Seashell, which is the matte base, Cherry Mahogany matte, Desert Sand, which is satin highlight. Then we have Light Fawn, which is a shimmer, Caldera Blue, which is a shimmer, and Smoked Chestnut, which is a matte. If you take out these two down here, this is a beautiful everyday eye. This is like a universal eyeshadow palette for every skin tone. These are awesome because you can dress them to create a little bit more of a bold effect, whether that be just use it on the lash line to kind of give a little bit more glamour, something a little bit, kind of fun and chic. Or you can use it as something to add to your nighttime eye or wedding or an event or something you want to really just kind of kick up your look with. So shimmers are wonderful. And for those of you who are 40 and older who are a bit concerned when it comes to like shimmers or anything with glitter particles, just know there's a big difference between chunky heavy glitters and shimmers. When shimmers are done really subtly and really finely milled, they can do the most beautiful things to eyes that are 40 and over. They basically help to diffuse, believe it or not, any kind of shadowing around the eye. They can really make the eye look more awake, a little bit brighter. So don't be afraid of shimmers, my friend. Just place them really close to the lash line if you're uncomfortable. And as you get more comfortable, you can build and play a bit more. All right, let's go ahead and get our brushes into this palette. And I'm going to use my MAC 217 brush. Just grab a bit of that here. Very, very lightly going to sketch out the shape that I want for my eye. Less is always more, easier to add than to take away. Once I have that color and shape that I like, I can start going in with a little bit more pressure on my brush, but I'm staying very controlled by only using my wrist to move around and not my whole brush. If you start doing this type of motion, the eyeshadow look can get very heavy very quick. It could also create kind of a blob effect where it's just one solid color on the eye. So work in little sections. In fact, if you guys look at your favorite makeup artists, like celebrity makeup artists, most of the time you'll see them working in really small, ways with their fingers or with their brush. It's very detailed and very light-handed. What a pretty color, really pigmented. This is so nice. I grabbed a bit more on my brush and I'm just putting that in that corner. Just kind of placing it, just like that, right on the corner. Now I don't want to go dark all the way around the eye, so I really focus on the outer edge and then lightly blend in. So my brush went from being pretty flat, then using the edge or the tip, and then lightly feathering it in towards the bridge of the nose. The pigment is really soft and just really grabbing onto the eye, and there was like hardly any fallout, if any. I think there's one little spot, but yeah, I'm impressed. Just gonna grab a little bit of this, feel the texture again. The finish on these are like powder to kind of a gel texture. They just blend and then they grab. So I think that's why I'm not having any fallout, just because it really wants to warm into the skin. So pretty. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and flip my brush over and use this color, which is Smoked Chestnut, which is also a matte. So we have two matte shadows right now. And I'm gonna go right on the outer corner here, just kind of deepen that edge up. I'm going a bit lower. I want to keep this really pretty brown. This has more of a gray tone to it, so I don't want to wrap it up on the shadow that we first placed down because I don't want it to look like heavy and dark. We want to create a variation between all our colors. I'm lightly just dragging that color in, Smoked Chestnut, a little further into the eye area here. And then always go back if you need to blend and use the edge of the brush for any precise detail. Next, I'm going to go in with my finger because I want to see how this lays down with my finger and the heat and the oil in my hand and push it into the lid. And that's the Light Fawn and Shimmer. By the way, the texture on that was incredible. Love it. Like, these are beautiful, you guys. Like, this reminds me of what I love about Victoria Beckham. The finishes are just buttery, soft, sheer, buildable. When I say sheer, I mean like they're pigmented, but they're not, you know, super thick. So you can like layer them on really light, which I love, especially for those of you who have crepey lids or who are 40 and up. You know, for younger women who are watching this, most things at this point look pretty good on you because the skin's so nice and taut and you have hydration in your skin and oils and the skin isn't folding and creasing. So this is obviously going to be gorgeous on you. But for those of you who are having aging concerns around the eyes or just the face in general, these types of formulas are king when it comes to creating a really beautiful, flawless look on the face. All right, let's keep building here. So I did one layer. I'm adding another layer of that Light Fawn Shimmer. I'm just gonna pop that right on the center of the eye and then lightly tap it in to the inner corner here. Look at that. This is really gorgeous. I hate to sound so surprised, but you just never know what it's gonna be like to try new products out from a new brand. So yeah, really impressed and really gorgeous. All right, let's hit the next color. Using my Tom Ford brush, a number 13. I'm going to grab Seashell in the matte base here. I'm gonna go right on top of that brown we first laid down. From there, I'm gonna grab Desert Sand with my pinky. And this is a satin texture I'm gonna use as a highlight. And I'm gonna go on the inner corner here. I'm gonna grab a bit and just put it right in the center on the upper brow bone area. So let's go ahead and get into the last color, which is this gorgeous blue in a shimmer. I'm grabbing my Kevyn Aucoin small eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna go on this outer corner here. So I placed a majority of the product on the outer lash and just really pressed it with the flat part of the brush and moved it to about the center of the eye. Then I used the tip with whatever's left over on the brush with the product and lightly feather it inward. And the reason I do that is because I don't want it dark all the way around. I want to put most of the dark on the outside. I don't double dip my brush, and then I lightly feather it inward. That creates something a little more day friendly. And if you want to create something a little bit more rock and roll and edgy, all you have to do is take the blue and wrap it with even texture, which is one solid kind of heavier line all the way around the eye. Otherwise, keep the darker colors on the outside and slowly move in from medium to light as you work in towards the bridge of the nose. So I'm gonna create some definitions. I'm gonna pull out my Victoria Beckham Cacao eyeliner, my favorite eyeliner besides the Chanel eyeliners. Here's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap that around the inner eye rim here. Going underneath that lash line. And I go under because I want it to look a little bit more natural. So going underneath the lash line will make my lashes look longer and create a subtle definition around the eye area. I'm going to go back in with my Kevyn Aucoin small shadow brush, and I'm going to grab this light fawn shimmer. I'm going to add just a little bit of that on top of that blue in the inner corner on the lower lash line and meet it in the middle. The palette is so pretty. All right, both eyes are done. I did add my Gucci mascara, which I absolutely love. And for those of you that like an extra black, lacquered, full, almost fake lash look, love this mascara. Now, I do want to say that when it comes to this gorgeous, gorgeous eyeshadow palette, which is very similar to me, like I said, to Victoria Beckham, even kind of has an Estee Lauder kind of look to it, but I think the shadow quality on these is much better. That this palette is going to be my next look when it comes to a smoky eye. I cannot wait to do these dark matte colors and then add this shimmer blue on top of the whole look to create something kind of fun and festive and party-like. Let's go ahead and get into the lipstick. Next, we have the Santa Fe matte lipstick. There's no verbiage on the box explaining about the lipstick, so I'll read a little bit to you guys about it, but my goodness, the packaging on this is like an Art Deco modern dream. Weighty, really gorgeous. Love the branding on top, nice etching there, and just overall, just yummy. Feels incredible. And this is what I thought, not to mention it again, but I have to, you guys, that the Valentino and the Louboutin would feel like. This kind of gorgeous metal, heavy luxe quality. And this is a newer brand, and she just got it right, you guys. All right, let's read about this. It says it's a matte lipstick in a neutral orange, color Santa Fe, neutral orange undertone that glides on smoothly and provides long-lasting coverage and moisture. Easily glides on lips, coating them with color without drying lips out. Easy lip absorption creates an optimal combination of moisture and softness, enriched with ingredients that provide the ultimate protection for your lips. It does state that it's formulated without sulfates, formaldehyde, phthalates, parabens, talc, mineral oil, BHT, vegan, and cruelty-free. Now, I don't sense how these are matte. Does it say matte on here? Yeah, it says on the bottom, matte lipstick. Feels much more like a true cream lipstick. Yeah, this reminds me much more of a cream satin lipstick, not really matte feeling. Really pretty. Feels great on the lips. I love the combination of these two together, the kind of neutral with the pop of blue and this kind of rosy. It says orange undertone. I'm not seeing that on my skin tone. It looks almost more like a mauve, but that could just be how it's showing up on my skin. But even in the bullet, it has, I guess, a light orange tint to it, but I'm not seeing like Santa Fe orange undertone in this. I still love the color, and I still love the texture, even though it doesn't remind me of a matte. No scent at all that I could smell. For those of you with scent aversion. Yeah, I don't smell anything when it comes to the lipstick. And it's just, it's pretty. The color's pretty, the packaging's pretty, the formula feels great. So yeah, take a look. Quick thoughts, mini review. Let's start with the Prime Time Illuminating Serum. I'm not sure how I feel about the texture yet. And I still have to try it on under the foundation since I've only tried it on top. The illumination in this is gorgeous. I like the jelly texture, just not sure how I personally am gonna feel about the way the actual texture feels on my skin. But so far, so good. I will do a full video with this next time underneath my foundation and see how it wears directly on the skin. But I do love that it has peptides and it's a 2-in-1 illuminating serum primer. It's kind of like 3 things actually. So that, gorgeous, great concept. Next, the eyeshadows. Stunning, stunning. The formula, the texture, the color layout, the packaging, just nailed it all the way through. And the lipstick, whew, really pretty, again, with the packaging, the color, the formula, the texture. Says it's matte, don't really think it's matte. Says the Santa Fe has an orange undertone, not really seeing that. Still would buy more of her lipsticks, really gorgeous. Overall, I think that the brand has done a great job of presenting itself and living up to what it says it will do, which I love. I hate reading something and finding out that it's not even close to what you think it's going to be. And I have to say, Olivia Palermo's brand just really nailed it. So overall, really happy, and I look forward to actually buying more of her products. All right, if any of you have any questions, suggestions, you know what to do. Comment down below. You can always reach me at cherivoyage.com or on my Instagram. Those are two great places to see what is being launched and what products are coming in right away. And if you guys want to support Cheri Voyage, you like what you're seeing, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and definitely use those affiliate links down below. Us content creators get a small commission and it helps us to continue to do what we love. And you can always leave me a comment down below, which is my favorite part of making this channel. I love chatting with you guys. And lastly, hit that like button. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciated. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.